Good morning, everyone. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're living with your family, I hope that they're doing well as well. Welcome back to the PCC Music for a Keyboard Skills class. Today is week 4. Do you have all the materials ready? We need to have the course information sheet, big book, and also the metronome. Now please take out the course information sheet. Turn to page 5, course outline. Today we are going to cover everything listed on week 4. Now let's turn to page 69 and 70, theory, from the big book. Before we are going to do the theory assignment together, let's review the landmark notes. Remember, the landmark notes will help us read piano music much faster. So here's a treble clef, this is a bass clef, treble staff, here is middle C. 3 spaces up is mommy C. 3 spaces down is daddy C. So mommy C is 1 octave higher from the middle C. This is mommy's C. We also call it treble C. Daddy C is 1 octave lower from the middle C. We also call it bass C. Now there are 2 more notes you need to remember. This is a treble clef. It's also called G clef. 2 lines up. Now we flip over. 2 lines down. Bass clef is also called F clef. What do we need to remember that? For example, let's try this note. What is this note? This is a treble G right here, right? This note is right below the G. So we know that's F. For example, let's try this note. This is above mommy's C or treble C. We skip 1 note, going up. Going up means to the right side on the keyboard. That would be E, so we don't need to count it from here. It's too slow. Okay, so please pause this video and make sure that you memorize all 5 landmark notes. Now we also need to review the silent placement 5-finger pattern in both major keys and minor keys. It's super important. That's the foundation of everything. Remember the 5-finger pattern in major keys. The pattern will be, for example, this is my right hand. Starting from this note, first note, we need to form a whole step, half step, whole step. Now here's my left hand. This is the first note. There are 5 notes always from the left to the right. So we need to form the whole step, half step, and whole step. Now let's review everything. Make a beautiful heart shape. This is a beautiful piano hands. Knuckles, joints, support your fingers. Play with the fingertips. Piano hands, 5-finger pattern, all major keys. C major, whole step, half step, whole step. D flat major, slide your hands into the keys. Whole step, half step, whole step. D major, slide out, whole, half, whole. E flat major, slide your hands into the keys. Whole, half, whole. E major, slide out, whole, half, whole. F major is a white key, so just go to the right. Whole, half, whole. G flat major, slide your hands into the keys. Whole, half, whole. G major, slide out, whole, half, whole. A flat major, slide your hands into the keys. The first note is A flat. Whole, half, whole. A major, slide out. First note is A. Whole, half, whole. B flat major, slide your hands into the keys. First note is B flat. Whole, half, whole. B major, watch out this one. Do not slide out. Stay inside. Whole, half, whole. So that we can reach the 5th note, the highest note in the 5-finger pattern. Last one, C major, slide out. First note C, whole, half, whole. Now let's go back to the minor key. 5-finger pattern, silent placement, super easy. Remember, for the minor key, everything based on the 5-finger pattern major keys. For the minor keys, pick up the 3rd finger, and we need to move the 3rd finger to the left. Lower the 3rd finger. Lower means to the left. Left side on the keyboard. To the left, a half step. For example, C major, minor. Pick up 3rd finger, left, a half step. D flat major, minor. D major, minor. E flat major, minor. E major, minor. F major, minor. G flat major, minor. G major, minor. A flat major, minor. A major, minor. B flat major, minor. B major, minor. And C major, minor. This is it. Let's go back to our theory, page 69 from the big book. The first one, we need to write down the 5-finger pattern major keys. We're given the first note is G. Put your hands on G major position. Form, this is the first note G, and the whole step, half step, whole step. So you have G, A, B, C, D. Now the second one, we're given the first note A, thumb on A, and the whole step, half step, whole step. So we have A, B, C sharp, D, E. Okay, try to finish this on your own. Number 2, we also need to identify each major 5-finger patterns. So here's a one Y key, Y key, Y key, black key, Y key. For example, we have F major. 5-finger pattern, so we have this Y key, Y key, Y key, black key, Y key. Alright, so try to finish up on your own. Let's go to number 3, major triad. What is triad? Major chord. For example, 5-finger pattern, major key, C major. Triad means play the first note, 3rd note, and 5th note. Root position. This is called the root position. The C major chord. Let's say if we go to the G flat major, let's challenge ourselves. First note is G flat, right? Whole step, half step, whole step. We need to play the first note, 3rd note, and 5th note. This would be G flat major chord, or G flat major triad in root position. This is it, super easy. So the first one, we have this E, G sharp, and B. Look at the bottom note. The first note is E, so this is E major. The second one, we have a B flat, D, F. The first note is B flat, so it's a B flat major triad, or B flat major chord root position. Now we finish page 69. Continue page 70. Identify the major chords. So now we talk about the chords. This is a black keys, white keys, black key, white key, black key. For example, this is D flat, right? So we have black key, white key, black key. So D flat major chord, or D flat major triad. Let's go to E flat major. Whole, half whole. We also have the black key, white key, black key. Let's try G flat major. Whole, half whole. Everything is black key, so it doesn't count. Let's go to A flat major. Whole, half whole. We have black key, white key, black key, black key, white key, black key. So this is A flat major. Okay, so try to finish up on your own. Now, let's go to number 5. It's about the key signature. So Dr. Chen taught you key signature last week, week 3. If you don't remember it, go back to watch the YouTube video recording. Now, I would like to quickly review it. Remember that we talked about the sharp key signature, F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, D sharp, A sharp, E sharp, B sharp. The order will be fat cat, good dog, always eat breakfast. And black key signatures backward, B-E-A-D, beat. Girls can fight. Now go back to watch the video recording. Remember, there are 2 exceptions. The first one, if there's no sharp or no flat, that will be in the key of C major. If there's only one flat, B flat, that will be in the key of F major. Okay, so again, if you don't remember it, go back to watch week 3 video recording. Now let's take out the course information sheet. Turn to page 5. We've just finished theory page 69 and 70. I also posted the answer keys on module under week 4. So do the homework on your own first before you check the answer key. Now let's continue. Technique, page 97 and 98 from the big book. This is also very, very fun. It's about the core qualities. There are 4 types of qualities, and you have already known 2 types. You know the major, you know the minor. For example, this is the C major position, right? Whole, whole, half, whole. The first note, third note, and fifth note. That's the major chord, C major chord. And minor, you know, move the middle finger to the left, a half step. That's the minor chord. Everything based on this. Okay, so let's try. Another one is augmented chord and diminished chord. Now, let's try the augmented chord first. Everything based on 5-finger pattern. The major key first. This is C major position, major chord. For the augmented chord, all we need to do is pick up the 5th finger. We need to raise the 5th note. Raise means make it larger or go to the right, right? A half step. That's it. That's the augmented chord. Applies to every single key. Okay, this is a major chord. Augmented chord means to raise the 5th note, half step. Half step. That's it. Now remember the minor chord. Everything based on the major chord first. Minor chord is middle finger goes to the left, a half step, lower it, half step. This is the C minor chord. How about the diminished? All we need to do is from the minor chord, 5th finger, lower the 5th finger, a half step. Lower means to the left, half step. This is a diminished chord. It's really easy, isn't it? Now let's take a look at page 98. Bottom plain major, augmented, minor, and diminished chords. For example, again, we have the C major chord, augmented, raise the 5th finger, a half step. Go back to major chord, go to minor chord, middle finger, half step, lower the middle finger, half step, and go directly to diminished chord. You need to move your 5th finger to the left, lower the 5th finger, a half step. That's it. Let's try D chord. Major, augmented, minor, and diminished. How about put your hands on D major position. D is the first note, whole step, half step, whole step. So D major chord will be the first note, 3rd note, and 5th note. D major chord. Let's make it augmented. Augmented, make it larger, right? Space larger. So 5th finger, we need to raise our 5th finger or 5th note, a half step. That's it. And go back to major chord, minor chord, pick up the middle finger and lower it, a half step. Diminished chord, from the minor chord, diminished chord, the 5th finger, we need to lower the 5th note, a half step. Lower means to the left. This is it. Super easy. I hope that you had fun learning this. Now let's take out the course information sheet. We just finished page 97 and 98. Let's continue. Repertoire, page 33. This is a piece you're going to play for your quiz this week, week 4. This is a miniature waltz. This piece is written in the key of G major. We ended with G, left hand, right hand, the last note is G, one sharp. The note after this note is G, G major. Moderato means a moderate tempo. Now take out the metronome, let's turn it to quarter note equals 72. The time signature is 3/4, quarter note equals 1 beat. There are 3 beats in each measure. Let me guide you through the right hand first. What is the first note? It's right below the mommy C. So that would be this note. 3 means the third finger, middle finger. Here we go. Legato, smoothly connected. Measure 5. Measure 9, look at the system. We call it system, we don't call it line. The system measure 9 through measure 12, exactly same as the first 4 measure, or exactly same as the first system. Measure 13. So your right hand the entire time you stay here is a G major position. Now let's continue to read the left hand. Left hand, let's take a look at the left hand. The top note, this is C, right? Top note is D. That's interval. Do you remember what is the interval? Interval second. Interval means from one note, from the distance between one note and the other note. So this is interval second. And the next one, the C goes down to B. What is the interval? Third. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 notes, right? Look at the left hand, super easy. If you look at the top note, stays on D. D is dog the entire time, right? Up to here is all D. All you need to just focus on the lower note. Here we go. Rest. Rest for 3 beats and then 1 more beat. Don't move. This is interval 4th. Bottom note. Go down. Focus on the lower note. Rest. Interval 5th. And the system is exactly same as for the first system. Top note is D. D is dog. Getting softer. This means gradually get softer. Ritornando means gradually get slower. We are using the metronome, so we are not going to slow down. Now, let me demonstrate. Right hand, you need to practice 10 times. Left hand, you need to practice 10 times. And hands together, you need to practice 10 times. Let me try the right hand for you first. Quarter note equals 72. Use the subdivision. Here we go. Make sure your right hand on the G major position.
1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Alright, so let's try the left hand. Please play with me. The first measure is silence.
1 and 2 and 3
Ready,
and
go.
1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2
like to encourage you to add one more step. You tap the right hand rhythm while you play the left hand, or vice versa. You tap the left hand rhythm, play right hand. Maybe I should show you both. Okay, so let me play the right hand and tap the left hand.
Okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and
This is it. Now let's try vice versa. Let's switch. So I'm going to play the left hand, tap the right hand. Let's try it together.
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1
Second
and
measure,
2 and 3 and
third measure,
1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and
fifth
3
measure,
and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1
measure
and
9,
2 and 3 and 1 and 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 2 and 3
Why do we need to do the playing and tapping together? Because that will help us improve our coordination. Now, this week, your test will be both hands together with the metronome quarter note equals 72. Here's a demonstration of your week 4 quiz. Hope you enjoy it. Both hands on G major position.
1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1.
Alright, we finished page 33. Take out the course information sheet, course outline, page 5. After page 33, we're going to continue part 2, rhythm reading. Let's turn to page 86 from the big book. We're going to learn eighth note triplets. So when they're grouped together, the 3 notes, eighth notes equals 1/4 note. We call it triplet, or we can call it one and the triplet, one and the. Alright, so let's go to number 1, week 4, number 1 and number 2. We're going to change our metronome marking to 60, and we're going to change it to 4/4 times signatures, 4/4 for both exercises. Now this time, let's try the triplet or one and the together. Okay, so here's the demonstration. Number 1, I'm going to tap with my right hand when the notes are written on the top part, higher part. We're doing with our right hand. Here we go.
1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot.
Now let's continue. Number two, I won't be able to guide you through because I need both hands. The lower part, I'm going to tap with my left hand. The top part, I'm going to tap with my right hand. Here we go. This is number 2.
1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and dot 2 and dot 3 and dot 4 and dot 1 and
have fun doing this rhythm exercise. Let's take out the course information sheet, course outline, page 5. After the rhythm reading, let's continue. Page 52, number 2, harmonization. Page 52, number 2. Last week, week 3, we learned the original key. And I told you that this week we're going to have the test on this one, right? Week 4, we're going to have the test on both original key and we need to transpose to C major. So let's review the original key first. Quarter note, eighth note equals 80. Let's turn to 80 first. Then we change it to the time signature 6A. There are 6 beats in each measure. Eighth note equals 1 beat. No subdivision, we don't need that. Both hands on G major position. It's in the key of G major, original key.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now let's try to transpose to C major. So we know this is the original key is just G major position, right? G as gentleman or G as girl. Now we need to go to the C, C as cat. Exactly same fingering. So let me guide you through the right hand first. So we start with the middle finger. Now left hand is super easy. Just need to move your G major position to C major position. So the first note, the pinky will be C, tonic note. The second measure, dominant note, will be the 5th note. And that's it. All you need to just follow this. Now, Dr. Chen is going to demonstrate your week 4 quiz, both in original key G major once more and continue with the C major. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go.
1, 2,
G
3,
major,
4, 5,
original key.
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Now C
6.
major,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
that's it. Hope you enjoy it and have fun learning this piece and learning the transposition. Now take out the course information sheet, course outlined, page 5. After page 52, number 2, week 4, the very last item we have, page 76, number 1, from the big book. Last week we learned the original key, which is in the key of A minor. Instead of C major, it's A minor. At the end, right hand is written on A, left hand is also written on A. So let's quickly review the A minor. Quarter note equals 60, so let's change to 60. Now, I don't know if you can see it. The time signature, we need to change it to 3/4. 3/4. Okay, subdivision, eighth note, so that we could make our playing a lot more accurate and precise. Here is in the key of A minor, original key. Right hand start with mommy C, triple C, third finger. Left hand middle C, third finger.
1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and.
Okay, so today we need to transpose to G minor. Here's the A minor position, and move your hands to G minor position. First of all, you need to know the G major. Whole step, half step, whole step. Minor means move your middle finger to the left. Lower your third note a half step. Okay, so exactly same pattern. Right hand. Now the second phrase exactly same as the beginning. Now let's try the left hand. From A minor position to G minor position. Move your third finger to the left a half step. Second phrase is exactly same as the first phrase. Both hands are playing exactly the same note, just one octave apart. Let's try the G minor position. The first four measures: G major, minor. Here we go. So transposition is not that hard once you are familiar with the 5-finger pattern, major and minor keys. I know you could do it. Now I'm going to demonstrate once more in original key the entire piece and continue with the G minor. Here we go. Original key. Put both hands on A minor position.
1 and 2 and 3 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and
I hope that you enjoyed today's lecture, and I hope that my lecture is helpful to you. I look forward to watching your very beautiful YouTube video recording, and I look forward to welcome you back next Monday. I hope that you will continue to have fun learning and playing the piano. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.